We have Mayor-elect Frank Scott Jr. here in our studios to talk about his plans for the upcoming year. I guess maybe your plans for the upcoming 4 years, but we can maybe take 1 year at a time. Congratulations on the win, though.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate you.
We're glad you're here. Ashley asked you, actually asked you, well, that's a mouthful, isn't it? As you walk in the door, have you got any sleep yet? And you said, no, not yet.
Not yet, not at all. I guess the day after the election, the night of the election, I went to bed about 3 o'clock in the morning, woke up the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning. So 3 hours of sleep, and we've been going nonstop since that point in time. I'm going to try to take a little bit of rest as we get closer to the Christmas season.
Yeah, it's Christmas. You love Christmas, you told me, so that's really fun. But now, when will you take office in January?
January 1st. We get sworn in.
January 1.
January 1 is the swearing-in ceremony, so we get to work on January 2nd. So we're excited about it. So right now we got about 26 days to prepare for a transition, and so we're starting those processes right now.
All right, so that's going to really be a busy time.
Oh, yeah.
What's the first thing you really want to accomplish when you become mayor?
Well, I think one of the first things that we really want to accomplish is making certain everyone understands what unity looks like in Little Rock.
Okay.
But more importantly, we have to focus on safety as well. But I think one of the things that I campaigned on was changing the form of government to a true strong mayor, council form of government. That's something that I plan on addressing the first 90 days.
And something the council really has to take up then, right?
Yes, the council has to take up. I hope they will work with me from that standpoint. And if not, we'll have to start a petition campaign.
All right, I guess a search is probably already on for a new police chief, but I guess that's got to be a top on the list too, right?
Yes, I plan to be intimately involved in this process. We have to have our new police chief to truly understand community policing, but also cultural competency, de-escalation tactics, and implicit biases as we move forward. I really want to make certain that we truly have infused this whole unity mission within the police department as well.
All right, so now that the election's all over with, tell me about your relationship with the opponents that you had. First, you know, the first general election, and of course down here in the runoff with Baker Kurris.
Well, I consider Mr. Kurris a very fine gentleman and a great servant leader and business person. I consider him a friend. He and I did visit on the night of the election. We will work together. Again, my whole mission is to unify the city, so that means I have to make certain that I'm reaching out to all of my opponents and all the individuals who did not vote for me, because at the end of the day, I have to earn their support, and if I truly want to see the city move from being disconnected to connected.
And the other candidates like Tolliver and Sabin, Swartz?
Yes, I want to make certain that I'm reaching out to Mr. Tolliver, Mr. Sabin, Mr. Swartz as well. We have been in communication. All
right, so I think Mayor Stoddard just yesterday announced they got the new budget for next year. It's a cut in the budget. We're going to be able to get through that with a smaller budget for next year? They make the budget, now you got to live with it.
Yeah, we got to live with it, but you know, we'll have some more conversation about that once I become the mayor. Instead of being mayor-elect, to become the next mayor.
I mean, now you can just talk, but then you have to do the action. All right, so when you're talking about unifying the city, how you really want to do things in doing that? I mean, does it involve things with schools as well, as along with the crime things you're talking about?
Yes, so we have to be very intentional. I think one of the things that I kind of bring a different kind of perspective, being born and raised south of 630, I understand that many of the residents south of 630 and east of 30 feel underrepresented, feel unserved and underserved. And so what we have to do is make sure we bring that to the table as we're thinking through different policy decisions as we move forward, but not only pay special attention to that, but also applaud the growth that we're seeing in Northwest Little Rock and West Little Rock and Midtown as well. And so we really have to build those authentic bridges as we move forward with policy.
Can we get more growth south of 630?
That's the goal.
All right.
I definitely want to see it.
Mayor-elect, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for taking the time.
I appreciate you.
All right, we'll be right back after the break and heading us one last look at your forecast.